You get the benefits of grants. So now we know in South Africa there are many grants, child support, blah blah blah, disability grant. There's a lot of grants in South Africa. So when you are using a permanent residency, it means that you can apply for these grants. You can actually qualify. If you are qualifying with the requirements of the specific grant, you can also apply for it and you can get the grant. So that is another advantage of you holding permanent residency in South Africa. What is good, T gang? It is your girl T. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new to this channel, please don't be shy to smash the subscribe button down below. Turn on your post notifications to get notified every time I post a video, baby. Guys, today I am back with another video. This is a follow-up from the last video I made where I was talking about how you can qualify for a permanent residency in South Africa. So today I am going to be telling you the benefits of having permanent residency in South Africa. So why should you have permanent residence in South Africa? What's the fuss about it? So the first advantage of having permanent residence in South Africa is you can qualify for a home loan. So it is quite a huge advantage that you can qualify for a home loan. You can, you know, get a house in South Africa if you have permanent residency. It is quite difficult when you don't have it, where you have to get a house cash. Now, what are the odds that you can manage to get a house cash? So when you have permanent residence, you can apply for a home loan, you can get a house, you can be paying your bond and all that. So that is advantage number one. Advantage number two is if you are a tertiary student, you can qualify for quite a number of bursaries, because when you don't have permanent residency, you do not qualify for bursaries. Your parents have to pay your tuition fee. So when you have permanent residency, you can qualify for a number of bursaries, but then this one is excluding NSFAS. For NSFAS, you need citizenship, but for some other bursaries, you might get lucky and get a bursary. So that is advantage number two. The third advantage is that the whole process of working with work permits, work visa, whatever, all those papers is just so stressful and strenuous, guys. You constantly have to go and sorry guys, I'm holding my phone, so I'm switching hands. So with permits, it's quite difficult because you constantly have to go and renew. I saw it when I was on study permits. You constantly have to go and renew your study permits. Always renewing. The paperwork is difficult. The lines and home affairs. If you apply through VFS, the requirements are just so much, and then that's how stressful it is and strenuous it is. You constantly have to be thinking that I have to you know, to extend my work permit, I have to renew my work permit and stuff like that. But with a permanent residency, you have permanent residency, you don't have to stress anymore about always renewing your documents. So that is another advantage. The next advantage is your immediate family is also an advantage, because now they can apply also for permanent residency under you. So if you have permanent residency, it means your mother, your father, or your child can also apply for permanent residency through you. So that is another advantage. You get the benefits of grants. So now we know in South Africa there are many grants, child support, blah blah blah, disability grant. There's a lot of grants in South Africa. So when you are using a permanent residency, it means that you can apply for these grants. You can actually qualify. If you are qualifying with the requirements of the specific grant, you can also apply for it and you can get the grant. So that is another advantage of you holding permanent residency in South Africa. The next thing is it's easier for you to start a business, unlike when you are using a work permit, blah blah blah, etc. It's easier for you to start a business because now you are not obligated to like employ South Africans. Like when you have a work permit, they'll tell you need to have a certain percentage of workforce that is South Africans. So the restrictions are not so much when you hold permanent residency, because it's almost like you're being considered also as South African. So you don't have restrictions, you don't have the difficult restrictions like when you're using a work permit. Things like you need the specific amount to start your business, you need a specific percentage of South African employees. So the restrictions are loose when you have a permanent residency. And then the last advantage is that more jobs become available to you guys, because you're almost like a South African employee because of the permanent residency you're holding. So the restrictions are not so much. People people are not so skeptical to employ you when you hold permanent residency, and your rights are just as good as a South African employee. So you also don't get what can I say, you don't get treated unfairly at work when you hold a permanent residency. So these are some of the reasons that come with holding permanent residency in South Africa. So if you're wondering what's the fuss, why should I have permanent residency in South Africa, those are the advantages of holding permanent residency in South Africa. Well, all these advantages excluding voting. You cannot vote with permanent residency. You need a citizenship to vote. So permanent residency only limits you when it comes to voting. You cannot vote, but any other thing is applicable to you. You can apply for a home loan, you can get your car on a loan, all those stuff, you know. So yeah, that is the advantages of having permanent residency in South Africa. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share with your family and friends, and I will see you guys in my next video. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. We are almost reaching 3K subscribers, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.